Good day, viewers. My name is Agali Belinda Chizoba. I'm taking on the subject chemistry on the topic electrochemical series. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define what electrochemical series are, list the basic features of the electrochemical series, and give reasons for the arrangement of the electrochemical series, how it is. The standard electropotentials of the various half cells can be arranged in order, starting with the most negative values to give the electrochemical series. In the electrochemical series, the good reducing agents, that is the strong electropositive elements, are at the top, and the good oxidizing agents are at the bottom. Thus, the series is very useful since we can use it to predict the properties and chemical behavior of elements and their respective compounds. Significant features of the electrochemical series. There are certain features by which the electrochemical series can be identified, and they include current flow and EMF of a cell. The direction of the current flow from a simple cell is dependent on the relative position of the two metallic electrodes on the electrochemical series. The metal higher up the series will serve as a negative electrode, that is the cathode, while that lower down will serve as the positive electrode. Chemical reactivity of elements. The electrochemical series is sometimes known as the activity series of metals. The metals in the series are arranged in decreasing order of chemical reactivity. That is, the one higher up is more reactive than the one that is below it, with the exception of calcium, which is above sodium but is less reactive. Since reactivity is related to their readiness to form positive ions, the strongly electropositive metals like sodium and potassium are more reactive than the weakly electropositive metals like silver and gold. The non-metals in the series are arranged in increasing order of chemical reactivity. That is, the one that is more reactive is above the one that is less reactive. Two elements are more likely to form a stable compound if they are far apart in the series, meaning that metals can react with non-metals to form a stable compound. Elements which are close to one another in the series will either not combine at all or form very unstable compounds. Occurrence in nature. The metals above hydrogen in the series do not occur in the free state in nature. What it means is that it cannot occur as calcium or sodium. Instead, they exist as compounds. Examples: triazonitrate 5s, triazocarbonate 4, chlorides, sulfides, and oxides. This is because such metals are very reactive and form compounds readily with the non-metallic elements in the environment. Metals below hydrogen like copper, silver, and gold are inactive and tend to occur uncombined, that is in the free state or in ores. That is why you can mine gold, copper, and silver. Displacements and redox reaction. The series shows at a glance the order in which elements will displace one another. Metals will displace other metals which are below them in the series. For example, if a piece of zinc is placed in a copper 2 tetraiodosulfate 6 solution, some of the zinc atoms tend to go into the solution as ions, while the copper ions tend to come out of the solution and are deposited as metallic atoms on the surface of the zinc. This is because zinc is higher than copper in the electrochemical series and will displace it from the solution. The relative position of the metal in the series shows the ease with which it can displace another metal. The further apart they are in the series, the easier it is for the displacement reactions to occur. A metal cannot displace another which is above it in the series. Copper and metals below it in the series can never displace hydrogen from acids. Non-metals will displace other non-metals which are above them in the series. Displacement reactions are also redox reactions. From the electrochemical series, we can tell which element will oxidize another. Since the ability of an element to reduce another depends on its ability to donate electrons, we can say that the reducing power of elements decreases progressively down the series, while the oxidizing power increases down the same series. Thus, The electrochemical series is also known as the Redox series. Preferential discharge of ions in electrolysis. During electrolysis, a metal lower in the series is usually discharged in preference to the one above it, while a non-metal higher up in the series is usually discharged in preference to the one below it. This is the electrochemical series. Here we have potassium, calcium, which is an exception to sodium. It means that potassium will always displace calcium whenever it's inside a solution, while fluorine will always displace chlorine whenever it's in a solution. After this lesson, we can evaluate ourselves thus. What are electrochemical series? We know that they are series that are arranged in order of reactivity of elements. And number 2 says, which of the following metals will displace zinc metal from a solution of its salt and why? A. Copper, B. Lead, C. Tin, D. Sodium. Sodium will displace zinc from a solution of its salt because sodium is higher than zinc in electrochemical series. Number 3 says, which of the following metals can be found in an uncombined state? A. Gold, B. Calcium, C. Sodium, D. Potassium. Gold can be found in the uncombined state because it is very low in electrochemical series and occurs in ores. Number 4, during the electrolysis of dilute sodium chloride solution, which of the ions will be discharged in preference for the other? In the sodium chloride solution, we have sodium ion, chloride ion, hydrogen ion, and then a hydroxyl ion. Hydrogen ion will be discharged in preference to sodium ions because sodium will tend to combine in the solution. Why hydroxyl ion will be discharged in preference to chloride ion? Because it is higher than chlorine in the electrochemical series. We have come to the end of the lesson. Thank you very much for listening.